Pisces, welcome to your 2023 July astrological outlook and card picking. It is good and it is pleasant to have you here, my lovely friend. We are currently experiencing the sun in your fifth house. That's a reason to celebrate, of feeling an opportunity to have your heart lightened. And I feel like that's very much needed for my dear Pisces who are suffering Saturn in retrograde in your sign. Saturn is going to ask us to, it's going to give us a reality check. And it's up to us in this beautiful time of Cancer season, your fellow water sign, to nurture, to balance that strict disciplinary energy with a loving, maternal, nurturing energy, soulful energy, healing, self-mothering energy. And this could be time to give birth to a new childlike heart. Let the waters of Cancer renew and fill you up with optimism, with renewed faith, hope, vigor. We're cleansing the heart space. We're opening it up for divine, bright, clear light to enter in, to lighten up the corners, to clear away the cobwebs, to have fun, to recreate, to not be melancholic, but to be luminescent. I just channeled that. Oh, Pisces, who doth exalt Venus, who art the home to the beneficent planet of Jupiter, who art the sign of the priestess and the priest, who is at service to us mystically, soulfully, collectively, often goes unappreciated. The suffering servant, no more. The sacred, sacerdotal priestess, forevermore. And if you're a man, married to her, as you, the priest. We have, I feel like as Saturn is going retrograde, it's letting up some of its restrictive energies on you. When we go to Leo, there's going to be a focus on our health, our physical heart health. So start preparing for that. Because that'll be, but don't worry about it too much now. We'll do it towards the second half of the month, where you're going to be forced to think about your diet, your daily routines and stuff. But now, just think about having fun. That'll come when it comes. Right now, we're doing self-work until we get to Virgo season. Then you'll be ready to go out to the world. Right now, you're finding that inner light within. Perhaps that childlike joy that we've buried in depression, isolation, separateness from ourselves, and then hence with others. We have the North Node is going to move into your second house, which is going to highlight and put a focus on our material possessions and wealth and our value system, what we value. Are our values in the right place? This will be a redirecting of it towards your karmic arrow, direction, your true north. Rectifying and ridding ourselves of toxicity as the South Node enters into Libra. Which is your 8th house of a death and a rebirth to your marriage, It could be the same marriage where there's an old way of how we did marriage and felt about it, and then a new way. It could be a strengthening. Also be start working on our rising kundalini through a sexual ceremonial magic. So that's fun. The south node is in the 8th house. It's grabbing the serpent by the tail of our spine, and then straightening up that snake out on the staff of our spine to have a great kundalini awakening. I feel like that could put some fire back in your heart. That's, like a Scorpio, the Pisces life ain't the easiest. It ain't. It ain't me, babe. It ain't me. Let us go to these magical cards that I made. Oh, the only card we had a card slip in, the Hangman upside down. Yeah, I feel like we're doing some introspection, and we're getting ready to go out. We're not quite ready. We might feel like we're ready to go out, but we still have a little bit, maybe, more honing to do. It's before the wedding feast. The wedding feast for you comes up when the sun enters into Virgo. Right now, we're in the romantic time, and then we'll go into practical time, and then we'll go into the tying the knot time. That's the next 3 months ahead on your spiritual soul's journey. You spent time alone, and you learned. And now that time is expiring, where we're going to ask you to relate with another. Solitude is good for a certain amount of time, but then after a while we have to find that balance in the other. And we'll learn a lot about ourselves that way too. Goddess Divine, a card for the fire. Yeah, I feel like we're having a new fire getting ignited in us, especially when we get into Leo season. Right now, as the sun's in your 5th house, man, be open to this new Waka Flocka flame. Let it purify our waters. Hope, optimism, courage, love, divine. This is asking us to, that's masculine, asking us to act soon. I mean, we're always acting. An X, an ending to Capricorn, a way that we deal with authority, a way that we give away our authority, perhaps. Who are we giving away our power, or what are we giving away our power to? When we don't take authority of our own life, something comes in and fills that void. The government. The cosmic heart would like to speak to us. Let us listen to the cosmic heart. Let us put our ear to the breast of our divine mother, that she might whisper wisdom into our heart. Her cosmic heart. Devotion. That's what Pisces is. Devotion. So is Virgo. The keepers of the fire in the temple. Come help me with the Aquarian temple. We're going to start a temple devoted to the planets, the gods, the heavens, lined up with it, and we're going to keep a fire in there. And it's going to be tended to by the priests and priestesses. Probably Pisces and Virgos. We're doing it. I need your help. Okay. Devotion. Potency. That fire is also a phallic. Potent. Make your life a moving prayer. Prayer is Pisces. When you surrender, Pisces, to a state of devotion. You find yourself flowing with all of life, Pisces, flowing water. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart. We're in the heart space right now of you, Cancer. To bow with deep reverence to your inner temple. Oh, talking about temple. To live your life in devotion to this place. To make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart. To get back to the essence of what you're about. To devote your life to what you care most about. To turn your gaze deep, deep, deep. There are reasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion. To feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul. To lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart. To live your life accordingly to what makes you come alive, rather than what everyone else thinks. To make your life one big moving prayer, dance, devotion, ceremony, celebration, service. My sweet Piscean angels. May the month of July have you refreshed in the spirits of Cancer, the waters, the spiritual new waters of life. May your heart be expanded and open to love. May your path be lit up. Thank you for your service. TheAquarian.tv.